Alright, y'all, this is how you can tell that I've been like not doing these videos for a while, because this is the third video that I've done in the last like hour or so, and I'm just trying to bang out as much as I can because I know that editing is going to take some time, and I just want to kind of get more content out consistently. So here we are. This, and also like while I'm here, I want to get some stuff that's been like kind of on my mind and on my heart to share, kind of get it out now before I forget or move on to 10 other things. So I do want to just kind of talk a little bit about the fact that we are in December of 2020. The year's almost over. Like, this year flew by. It was like January, February, pandemic, December. And December has been a blink long, like over, you know, it's crazy. So this time of year, I'm always like processing and thinking through and just kind of reflecting on the year, on what's been done, on what's changed, what's the same, what I'm looking forward to in the new year. And our pastor always reminds us that it's not about like, there's nothing magical about December 31st or January 1st. You know, like if you notice something wrong or an issue that needs to change today. Don't wait, you know, like for what? And I do try to implement that, but I also do still get like excited about a new year, you know, like a whole new year. I don't know, maybe that's nerdy, but I really do enjoy it. And I do always find myself very like contemplative. Is that how you say it? Or contemplative? I'm not sure. I'm thinking a lot. I'm thinking, just kind of processing. So much happened this year. So much. So much. I think this year I saw a lot of stuff in me I did not like. I had to confront some deep issues that I had buried. Some stuff. I had to confront some stuff that I had buried, and that I hoped I would take to my grave, honestly. Yeah, I had a lot of hard conversations this year. I had some heartache. I had some loss of relationships. I had a lot. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I learned a lot about myself. Some things I did not like. Quite a few things I did not like. And am eager to celebrate not being in that place anymore, you know? It's just really crazy. I think learning to walk with God and allow Him to show you areas in your life that are not up to par, that are not up to His standard, and then laying them open and bare for someone else to say, yeah, you got to address this, and submitting to leadership and getting over myself so I can do what I need to do and not think I've arrived. Putting myself out there on Front Street, like, read my mail, here's my business, here we go. Let's deal with it. Let's get in the thick of this mud and get up out of here, you know? It's been crazy. It's been a crazy time. But I will say this, in the midst of what seemed like, I think, one of the hardest years of my life. And again, this is all pandemic aside. Like, aside from the fact that there was a global pandemic, my personal life felt like it was falling apart. I was a wreck for a while. I was just, And the thing is, Satan will always try to send condemnation. Like, when we allow ourselves to be open and vulnerable enough in community to allow our issues to be laid out in the open for us to address, heal from, repent from, and grow from, Satan would love for us to be in a place of condemnation and to silence us and to make us feel like trash, like we're just straight trash. That's how I felt. I felt like I'm a trash friend, like I'm a trash person, like I just want the ground to swallow me up. I just was done. I was like, Lord, this has been my real prayer at different times this year. I was like, Lord, if you're not going to help me out of this mess, like if I'm not ever going to grow from this place, then please just take me to heaven now. Like, and not from a place of like, I don't think I was from a place of depression, but just like, look, like for real, God, if you don't intervene in this, I'm done. What am I doing down here? What a waste of time if I'm never going to grow out of this place, if I'm never going to grow up. There were some dark moments. There were some dark moments this year, but in spite of it all, I will say this is the year I fell more in love with Jesus than ever before and really started to embrace his love for me. I mean, I couldn't even tell you. I often remind myself that I'm loved by God. I'm loved by God, the creator of the heavens and the universe, the one who made flowers and stars and butterflies and rainbows and giraffes and lions, said the world needs a Robin. That will never ever get old. I think it's in those places of desperation and brokenness where it's like, God, I cannot fix myself. I cannot put the pieces of my life together. I'm so limited. I'm so limited in this flesh, but I'm so grateful to God because the Bible says over and over, like, that he's a faithful friend, a faithful father, that he's a refuge, that we can run to him and we are safe, that he never leaves us. He never forsakes us. He doesn't sleep. Like, he's always with us. That is so wild to me. And he loves us. His love doesn't die out. It doesn't fade away. It doesn't diminish. I don't have to wonder or worry or be concerned. Like, he loves me the same today as he did before I was born, as he will tomorrow, no matter what mistakes I've made or will make. Like, I honestly, unfortunately, because of arrogance, sometimes that creeps in. I think sometimes we have to be reminded of our issues and of our humanity to really be in a place of awe when we think about how good God is to us in spite of those things, and how much he still is committed to loving us, and not this passive, you're okay, we're cool. But no, the Bible says he relentlessly pursues his children. He always wants to talk to us. He's always wanting to spend time with us. And I think as I look back on my desire for genuine friendships in life and how I felt like I was always wanting to have a good, close, quality friendship, and somebody who I knew would know the worst about me and still love me. And I think about all those years I spent just searching and wanting and crying out to God, and I knew there were times I knew he was saying I'm that friend, but it just, how selfish that in my just foolishness, I was like, but I want a person. I want somebody I can see and that can hug me and reassure me. And I think sometimes we have to really see, really see our own brokenness, our own issues, our own shortcomings, and understand that God still loves us, to more fully appreciate what a great friend he is. He is the best friend. I think for me, I think in terms of closeness, right? These are people that I'm closest to. And I know it sounds super cheesy and super religious and cliche, but the more I think about it, the more I am fully resolved that Jesus is my best friend. That's it. Because he knows all the dirt, every secret. He's never changed up. He's never left. He's never made me feel like I'm less than, or I'm too much to deal with, or he's never thrown my issues back in my face. He's the gold standard, bro. He's it. He is it. If you don't know him, I urge you, with every fiber of my being, get to know him. Get to know him. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. People will disappoint you always. That's just true. And that's no shade to people. First of all, I've got some great friends. Some people who I consider family. And you couldn't tell me they didn't love me. I wouldn't believe you. I just wouldn't believe you. Shout out to my girl Lydia. She's definitely one of those people who I'm Lydia and I, we don't always communicate the best, but I know she loves me. I like to remind her, but I know she loves me. That's my girl. That's my girl. I just love her. I think she's a great example because we weren't always close. we definitely had some moments where it was like, are we even friends? Like, what's happening? But that's my girl. We've been in the thick of it. And as great as she is, there are times when she fails me. There are many times I fail her. We are humans. We're not going to get it right. But there is a God in heaven who loves me. I'm going to show you something. Because it seems like... I'm going to just show you something. Actually, I'll save it. I'm going to save it for another video because there's so much I want to talk to you guys about. But my point is, Jesus is wonderful. And this year, the points where I felt like trash, straight trash, I still could sense God's love and his comfort and his healing and his affirmation and his acceptance. And when I tell you, that makes all the difference. To be loved by the creator of the universe. I mean, he knows every sin, every issue, every thought, every motive, every interaction, every desire that's evil, that's contrary, that's straight up wrong. And he still loves you. You know, like, what? And because he loves you, he'll call you out on that stuff. He'll encourage you to live at a higher place because it's beneath you to be living in that realm, right? It's beneath you to be living at that low place. But all that is his love. And I'm just really grateful because I've done some unlovable things. And yeah, I say I could go all day, all night talking about this, but I will not because it's already been a long night. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. My next video is going to be a little bit more about friendships in 2020, and yeah, just some other things that are really close to my heart. You know, Jesus is my best friend, and I think as I learn to appreciate that friendship, it's made me a better friend, and made me appreciate the people that he's put in my life to be friends. And I think that's so important because appreciating and really valuing and emphasizing who God is as our friend and father and king, and just who he is in totality, helps us to not put people on a pedestal or to not expect of people what only God can do. I know for me, I've had some expectations of people, of friendships, of dating relationships that are like far beyond what they should be. And not that they're impossible, but they're inappropriate because we're humans. We're going to hurt each other. We're going to fail each other. And I can't be so stuck on my idea of what a perfect friendship looks like that I'm ready to withdraw as soon as I'm hurt. You know, like that's not going to work. But the more I'm able to understand that God fully validates, fully affirms, fully accepts, fully celebrates me, and wants me to grow, to be more like him, the more I'm able to engage people with proper expectations, you know, and hold them to a proper standard. But in that, I'm able to enjoy people for who they are, you know, and know that it's not their job to fill me or complete me, but God has already done that. He already offers that to me. So I'm not looking for them to do that. And that lets me enjoy them all the more. So anyway, I do want to do the next video on friendships. This is a little precursor to that. But yeah, just some things I've really learned and appreciated about this pandemic, honestly. It hasn't been all bad over here. God's been coming through. He's been faithful. He's been gracious. He's been so full of love and so full of forgiveness and compassion. And people need that. We need that. I need that. So anyway, this is the third and final video that you're going to see in this outfit from today. I mean, you may see this outfit again, but it won't be today. So thank you all for listening. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.